Making pancakes. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need is like, 3/4 of a cup of milk, buttermilk, actually. But if you don't have buttermilk in Australia or Brazil, you make it. You use the juice of a lime or a lemon, and you mix it in with the milk, and you let it set for like a few minutes, and it'll thicken up. And you need the acid from this concoction to interact with the other ingredients. And that's what gives you light and fluffy pancakes. So I'm just squeezing that in, and then I'll mix it up and get on with the rest of the hard pancake making work. Now, while that's thickening up, you can prepare some bananas by mashing them up. The riper the banana, or I should say maybe even the rotten bananas are best. If you don't want to make banana pancakes, just skip this step. If you want to make other fruit pancakes, you can add the fruit at the end. But bananas need to be mashed up, so this is how I make them, at least in Brazil. I should say too, it's easy enough to make pancakes in a bowl, but it also works if you just throw all these ingredients into a blender and whiz it up, which is what I used to do, but I don't have a blender here in Brazil. So I just added 2 eggs, and now I'm adding a little bit of melado de cana. It's in the States I usually add a little maple syrup. You need to add sugar to get the color of the pancakes right. Here I added some regular sugar too because I want to make sure I get the color good. So the amounts of these things are super important, but you want like a tablespoon or 2 of sugar. And then I just mix all that up. Also, need to add vanilla, but I don't have any, so I don't put it in. Now this is melted butter. You can use vegetable oil, but you need to add some kind of a fat to the batter, and melted butter works pretty good. That's a plate with a B on it. Your plate doesn't need to have a B on it. That B is for Benicio, who is the owner of that plate. Now, you want to add about a cup of flour and your other dry ingredients, which are salt and baking powder and baking soda. About anywhere from a teaspoon to half a teaspoon of each. Again, you just kind of eyeball this stuff. I usually put in a little bit more baking soda, like a teaspoon. Now you have all that in there, you're just gonna add it to the rest of it and mix it up. And you'll get like a really thick batter. Now I do this to help sort of get the flour incorporated, but you could also just add the buttermilk right away and just mix it all together at once. Because it's really hard to mess up pancakes, actually. Or this recipe anyway. So there I added the buttermilk, then I mix it all up. And I actually didn't have enough milk, or actually that's not buttermilk, it's just milk with lime. So I added a little bit more. You want it to be thick, but also kind of runny. You don't want it to be like a cake batter. You want it to be a little less than that. So there, our batter is completely done and ready to go. And now we're going to put it in a pan on low heat, and you want to make sure the pan is hot before you put the pancakes in. What I do is splash a little water on it, make sure it's ready to go, and then You want to wait for the pancake to bubble up, and the bubbles will stay open, and that's how you know the other side is done. So don't touch it until you see the bubbles open and stay open on the top of the pancake. And then flip it over and wait about, I don't know, 30 seconds to a minute, and you'll have the other side done too. Now, pancakes are good with very good coffee, but I'm in Brazil, so the coffee here is, not the best, but I like Cup of Home Jesus. That's good stuff. I'm about ready to flip this thing. There you go. Bang. Pancake. So there you go. That's how you make pancakes.